What's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to VAME. My name is Aaron and today I'm going to show you some recent pickups that I got. See, here's the thing about my wife. She does this to me all the time. So she was literally like on Facebook Marketplace or something and saw these really cute vintage lamps for super cheap. They were like 30 bucks for the pair. And she messaged the dude and the guy was like, hey, they're actually half off today. They're 15 bucks. It's at an estate sale. And the only problem is it's in Oklahoma City, so you'd have to drive an hour and a half. And so of course, knowing my wife and knowing me, knowing how we are, we had to drive to Oklahoma City. But I told my wife, I was like, we can go to Oklahoma City on one condition. We have to go to the Goodwill bins. Okay, I absolutely love going to the Goodwill bins. It's literally my favorite thing to do. I wish we had a Goodwill bins outlet here in Tulsa, but the closest one to me is Oklahoma City, which is an hour and a half drive. And honestly, I don't mind making the drive. Every time we go, we find some amazing things, and I found some great stuff this time. I want to show you what I got from the bins first, because we actually went to the bins after the estate sale. But I want to show you what I got from the bins first, because what I found at the estate sale is definitely my favorite finds from the day, but you gotta wait till the end to see that. So I'm gonna give you a little bit of a guide to the Goodwill bins first. When you walk into the bins, it is intense. It's not like your everyday jolly thrift time, okay? Like going to the Salvation Army or going to a regular Goodwill store. It is intense. There are so many resellers there. Honestly, everyone runs for the bins and just dives into these giant piles, and people hit each other. Damn! People knock each other over. People literally nudge people. Like, people do not care about anyone that's in their way. And so you have to be, first of all, someone that is okay with that. And you have to be like on the prowl and show up ready. That is my very first thing that I would just tell you is make sure you're ready. Have one or two things in mind that you're looking for so that your brain is already like pointing out those things as soon as you walk in. Luckily, whenever we got there, it was actually about to close. So there weren't as many resellers there and as many people in general. So we kind of just got to pick from what was left. And for having to do that, I think I did a pretty good job. So my only other advice besides being ready for just it being an intense situation is wear gloves. Wear gloves, and if you can, wear a mask, because that is going to just save you of all the germs and everything. Like, think about thrift stores and then think about thrift store overload. Thrift store overload is the Goodwill bins. You have thousands upon thousands of items and thousands of people just kind of roaming around in there. So you want to make sure that you are just playing it safe. You don't want to get sick. I've gotten sick after going to the Goodwill bins. A lot of people have. It's just not a good time, okay? So come with gloves, come with a mask, and you're just gonna have a better time overall. Okay, so when you come in with your mask, you come in with your gloves, you come in ready to buy a certain specific type of item that you want to add to your wardrobe, and you're coming in with an intense mindset to go to war, basically, with these people, and just get in there and grab what you can, then that's where the fun begins. So I was only able to be in there for like 45 minutes, and I had already put in my mind that I was, of course, looking for denim, and I was also looking for a zip-up hoodie or just hoodies of some sort. And let's get into what I found. So first we're gonna get this out the way, but it's actually a great find. I found this Calvin Klein tank top. It's actually gonna be a perfect size for me. It's a large, but it's like one of those, you know, kind of shrinks, and it's nice and long, and yeah, that's just gonna fit me great. I needed a black tank top, so I'm glad I found it. Next up is this really cool Nike hoodie. I love this hoodie so much, not only because it's Nike and it's a hoodie, but the wash is so beautiful. It's not just your typical like vintage black wash, but it has like this type of like sun-dyed wash, it looks like. And I just love it. I love the character that it brings to it. Yeah, overall, it's just like a really good looking hoodie. I love those two lines on the back. I love the weight of it. This is like more of definitely like a mid-weight hoodie. It's not too heavy and it's definitely not too light. And I think the hood, yeah, the hood is double layered. Like, yeah, really dope hoodie. I know that this could fit me well, but I'm probably going to sell it. By the way, I don't know if I've ever mentioned on my channel, but I have a Depop, and the name of the Depop is 173 Vintage, and the 173 actually represents my childhood home. So my address started with the 173 in Virginia, so that has everything to do with VAME, that has everything to do with this channel. So if you want to pick up something incredible, nostalgic, vintage, whatever, go to 173 Vintage and you're gonna find some cool stuff. Some of this stuff will definitely be on there. A couple of things I probably have to keep. Next up, I thought this was really fun. I randomly found a Justin Bieber Stadium Tour hoodie, which is fun. I love it. It's from 2017. You know, this could be worth something. You never know in a couple of years. But no, this is really dope. It's the 2017 Stadium Tour. It looks like all of the other countries outside of the US. Got Australia, Brazil, the Dominican Republic, South Africa, Sweden, like all these places. Okay, you got Texas on the bottom, California, Colorado. So I guess that tour there was like only a few places in the US, but yeah, pretty cool. I feel like this is a really cool fit as well. It's a size small, but has like a little bit looser, bigger fit to it, so it's gonna be like a nice oversized look for somebody. But yeah, this was a cool find. This right here, this hoodie though, was absolutely one of my favorite finds of the day. This huge, heavyweight Milwaukee hoodie. I love this hoodie so much. The main things I love about it are the things that most people don't like, which is the character. To me, everything that is messed up in a garment screams character to me. It screams experience, and I just love that. So all of the paint stains, all of the rips, it just brings something to the garment that I feel like a lot of luxury brands right now are like purposefully, you know, putting into their garments, just ripping them up and charging more. But here's the crazy thing. You can go to the bins, get this for cents on the dollar and find stuff like this and it's real, you know? So I love this. But what's cool about this is it's an M12 heated gear Milwaukee hoodie. So it's super warm. It's got like a really like warm, different material on the inside. The pockets are really nice, pretty big pockets. And look at that. Look what my brain drew me to, the zip up. It's a zip up hoodie. It's like this really nice gray. Probably my favorite detailed touch to this hoodie is the back. There's actually a zipper in the back, which is so dope. I really love that. I love that back pocket type of idea. And just all of the stitching, the detailing, the embroidery of the Milwaukee is like super nice. So yeah, definitely favorite outerwear piece that I found for sure. Okay, now on to something that's always my favorite, to the denim. We found, people, let me see. Okay, yeah, we found 5 pairs of denim. And after I show you all of this denim, that'll be it for the haul, and then I'll let you know what everything costs, because it's absolutely insane. So I found these 2 insanely beautiful 560s and 550s Levi's. They're absolutely incredible. These will definitely be on my Depop. They're both a size 40-30, and they both have just like really unique characteristics to them. Both have like the dirt stains, they both have the rips. But what's really cool is one of them is actually from February of 1998, the 560s, and they're like a loose fit, tapered leg. So those are gonna sell for a good amount, you know? Just being from the 90s is super cool. And I love the character of the 550s as well, that kind of loose fit. Even though it has like that rip in the back pocket, I think it'll still sell for a decent amount. So had to pick both of those up. Then I'm so glad I found this pair, this really beautiful pair of women's Levi's. These are 521s, and they're a tapered fit and a tapered leg. And whenever I saw the fade on these, I was just like, wow. These are just a beautiful, beautiful fade, a nice light wash pair of denim. And if you look on the tag, it actually says, which is insane, they are from November of 1996. So, man, it's just so cool that Levi's actually dates their jeans. If you haven't seen my vintage Levi's collection, you need to go to that video, and I kind of explain everything on the Levi's side of things, but I'm definitely going to do an updated version of that just to show you guys how you can really look at the dates and find the dating for all different types of Levi's, but that's for another day. Anyway, love this pair, and it's definitely going to go to a good home. Gonna sell that on Depop. Okay, this is definitely my second favorite find. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get rid of this at all. If I do, it's going to go to a great home and it's gonna sell for a great price, but I found these incredible Dickies jeans. Oh man, I absolutely love these. I love the mid-wash on them. They're just a beautiful, like, in between, not too light, not too dark. And probably my favorite thing besides the Dickies logo on the back pocket is right below it. That pocket right there is just beautiful to me. I love like signifiers like that of it being like more of a carpenter style jean. But a detail that I really love is the bottom of these jeans. You can see that someone definitely like rode a motorcycle or something with these on. So that is just like a cool story added to that. These are a great size too. They're a 34, 32. So yeah, I might sell them, but I might have to wear them at least a couple of times, but yeah, love this find. And last but not least, definitely don't know if I could sell this, but I was screaming whenever I found this, especially finding the size is so hard these days. I found a 34, 32 in these beautiful Levi's 505s. And if you know anything about the 505s, you would know that the 505s are more of like a looser fit version of the classic 501s. So I love finding these anytime I can. But what's absolutely my favorite about them is two things. The wash. It's the perfect light wash. But then you have this insanely beautiful distressing, and the holes are just huge at the knee and perfect to me. And that's something that I love so much. I love the fringing at the bottom. Yeah, just in my opinion, a perfect pair of jeans, and I don't know if I can let these go. If I do, it'll be a lucky day for someone. Okay, that's everything I found at the bins, this huge pile of denim and hoodies, and you would not believe how much it cost. It only cost me $30. That's right, $30. And the reason is because Goodwill bins actually goes by a weighing system. So you actually put all of your clothing on a scale and a price pops up from there, and the scale pricing is like really low, and you'll be able to see it on this giant sign when you walk into the bins. So that is the biggest benefit of going to the bins. So if you have one near you, you need to make sure you do that. Okay, that's everything from the bins. But before we got to the bins, we went to this estate sale to pick up these two lamps, and we got them. They were awesome, only 15 bucks. But then the owners actually allowed us to keep looking around even though they were closing. So I was just looking around in a random room, and the thought comes to my mind like, I'm just gonna laugh if there's a film camera here. I literally thought that, and then I thought it out loud. And lo and behold, I literally found this beautiful Minolta Silver Streak Zoom film camera. and I knew nothing about it before. I knew nothing about it when I found it, but after just looking things up, I know that this was a very, very lucky find. Minolta is a very trusted and great brand, but in terms of film cameras, this actual model stopped being made in 2003, and so therefore I know that I have a real vintage film camera. And guys, oh my god, I am like stoked. I'm so happy. I'm happier about getting this more than any item of clothing, just because film is making me so happy right now. So I jumped, I screamed like a little girl, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm so happy. Like, even thinking about that memory right now and just looking at this, oh, it makes me so happy. It's so dope. So of course your boy had to get a film roll for it, so I got my very first roll of Portra 400. I actually got Portra 800 before, and it was great, but I heard that Portra 400 is actually much more accurate with movement, and so I had to make sure I picked up a roll of Portra 400, and so I'm gonna try to get some like good movement, action, people walking on the street photography type stuff. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. But yeah, so excited to grab this find. Obviously wasn't expecting to get anything at all, was just expecting to pick up these lamps and go, but I found this. And then on the way out, there was a room with a bunch of fabrics, and so I was just looking through everything. But then I found this incredible Harley Davidson bandana, and it is just absolutely insane. It's in perfect condition. It says Harley Davidson, licensed to ride, American made. So definitely finding this and buying it definitely made me want to put my hair in braids again. So I might have to do that just to wear this, because yeah, your boy's, I'm trying to do that. The crazy thing is, that day, these two things were $3 each, and they even put these for half off, so $1.50. But then when we got to the register, she was like, oh, I'll just give them both to you for $1. I was like, okay. So I basically got these things for free, and they were my favorite finds of the day, so I'm so happy right now. Like, we could just end it here. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my recent pickups. Let me know which one is your favorite, and let me know what you thought of the video. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe if you liked the video, and like this video and share it with someone that you know. And for those of you who have been continuing to subscribe every single video that I post, thank you so much. It means the world to me, and I never expected. So just thank you for joining VAME and joining the family, and can't wait to see you again next time. We'll see you soon.